What was that thing you were saying about some lady wanting to have the Grinch fuck her? What was that?
Oh yeah, you know those things. You know those things that come up. I love
that you hit record just to get to that. You knew where the gold was.
You know those things on Twitter where it's like me, like male, 32, doesn't want to for my partner, female, whatever. I read this whole one about this woman that has like this insane Grinch fetish to the point where she will not have sex with her partner if he doesn't pretend to be the Grinch. She wants him to full dress up and just say, I'm taking your fucking Christmas and like stuff like that.
Does he have to dirty talk and rhyme is the question.
Yeah. Here, take my who roast beast.
Yeah. I'm out of stuff that rhymes with tits. Fuck.
Yeah. Hoozles it's.
Yeah. I'm gonna kerfuffle your poofer. I don't know, man. I can't think of anybody who would want to fuck badly enough to commit to just being the Grinch all the time.
Well, that's sort of this guy's scenario. Is he's like, it's not just like once, on her birthday, I'm the Grinch or something like that. It's like every day, all the time. She like says Grinch when she climaxes. She like, it's the wildest thing about. It's the most like Maury segment shit I've ever seen.
Keith, this lady is one of two things: Jewish and conflicted, or got molested on Christmas. Like those are the only two.
Can it be both?
Oh, I suppose so. Yeah.
That's actually funny,
that's what you do if you're Jewish on Christmas. You get molested and get Chinese food. That's that's their tradition.
Oh, no.
And that fetish lasted for 18 crazy years.
Oh no.
Happy DocMas residents, and welcome to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the doctor himself.
Hello.
This year, like each year prior, we release an episode for the 12 days leading up to Christmas.
That's the nugget brain.
Oh boy, you're halfway through and you're already this. You're fucked, dude.
I'm so fucked. Oh my god. Oh, let me just make sure things are working. Okay. And for this episode, we are joined once again by the host of This Is Not a Show podcast and writer for shows such as Historical Roast and Lights Out with David Spade. It's Keith Carey.
Hey, it's me. Hey, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that fucking tentacle talk again.
You know what's so funny about what you guys are doing is you messaged me and you were like, we're doing 12 episodes in one day. And it did remind me of the thing I used to do on Mean Boys where we did like 14 episodes in a week. And I was like, why is every podcaster's idea for a fun thing is what if we ruined our own lives?
So here's a funny thing that
because our lives is the only currency we have.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that because I've seen a lot of people who are like these sort of like DIY stay-at-home artists who are like, I don't know, I'll pour hot sauce in my dick hole if you sign up for my Patreon. Like it becomes this weird fucking isolated emotional jackass that we're playing with people.
What funny is
it's true. Yeah, this is our version of off-road tattoo.
Yeah,
you guys are sort of to be blamed for this.
Because I figured.
I came up with this idea based on you guys doing that.
Right. Yours seems at least I could spread them out over Snark Week. 12 in a day is fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I activated my autoimmune disease last year because of doing this. Literally right after that, I started losing hair.
Right.
Yeah.
You podcasted yourself into cancer. That's outstanding.
Yeah. Hey, we need that $200 a month, okay?
Yeah. If you pledge $10, Richard will grow a new tumor every month.
Meanwhile, I own a fucking marketing agency I don't even show up to half the time.
I would brand myself for Casper mattresses.
Yeah. Like I make a very good living wage as a marketing person, and I just could not care less about that. This is where all the heart comes.
Yeah.
What's fucking wrong with us?
Oh god.
So thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here to watch your descent into madness.
Yeah, we're into the delirium half of the episodes now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
That's right.
A thing I said 3 years ago when we started this podcast. How is your how is the Rona?
It was great. It was awesome. I just stopped having COVID and it fucking sucked real bad.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
It's funny because people ask like, what was it like? I'm like, it fucking sucked, and I wasn't sure if I would live, but then I did.
Damn, maybe next time.
Yeah, no, that was kind of my thought too. It's, oh man, do I have like a perfect get out of jail free card and I get all the sympathy at the funeral? This would have been so nice.
No. But then he would have taken our idea of how we were going to end our podcast, which is dying on air.
Yeah, that's true.
Just choking on a chicken nugget simultaneously.
You're gonna ruin.
You guys are gonna Lady and the Tramp the last nugget.
Oh yeah.
We were both way too into that idea.
Yeah, that means you both already had that idea, but you were nervous to tell the other guy. And
I was waiting for you to bring it up.
For you.
I was waiting for you to bring it up jokingly, and I was going to gauge his reaction.
Yeah, that's so weird, right?
Thank you for responding to my text and doing that, by the way.
Here's the most embarrassing thing: is you guys are like, "Oh, it's so crazy. We're eating all these chicken nuggets." And at first, I was like, "Yeah, that is dumb shit." And then I realized I've eaten 50 chicken nuggets alone before.
And not over the course of an entire day,
and not for content.
No. Over the course of one like sitting at a McDonald's. Like, I don't know if you guys got the 50-piece chicken nugget meal at McDonald's up there, or if Canada has like laws.
I think we have like human rights laws or something that stop that.
Yeah, I think the Geneva Convention prevents that shit in any civilized country. But yeah, this was fucking years ago, and I remember I went and I ordered like the 50-piece chicken nugget because I was like super high and depressed, and like I could see the lady like kind of looking around like to see if I had other people with me, and then
Right.
she's like, "Oh no, it's just him." Okay,
Well,
and like
my wife has seen me take one of those like prepackaged like 50-piece Asian party pack like hors d'oeuvre things, put the whole thing in the oven, and then just eat it all while watching like The Crown or something like that.
Asian party pack sounds like a really ill-advised Justice League spinoff. Like they were trying to do,
and yet
their version of Power Pack, and it got real weird real quick.
And it's definitely written by a white guy.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys just found my search term.
And we're back to the tentacles.
Yep, there it goes. Well, why don't we get into the questions?
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm going for another nug here.
You're good, dude. Nug it up.
Why don't we get into Facebook?
I would love if this podcast was just me silently watching you guys eat chicken nuggets for 30 minutes.
I mean, that's an OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. That's 99.9% of your audience would be so bummed, and one guy would be so fucking hard. Like you have
you
no
don't know
idea.
our audience. That's 99% of our audience.
I mean, if I started an OnlyFans, the only stuff I could reasonably charge for would be food related stuff. I think.
Right.
Okay, go to the face and the book. Go to the Facebook.
That's right. And the first question comes from We've Only Just Done, who asks, which supervillains are the least and most likely to team up with other villains?
Right. What villains are poor team players? Who doesn't have the spirit of sharing?
I mean, the Grinch. The Grinch does not want to share that guy's wife. That would be my pick.
What a Grinch.
Oh,
dude, he's sitting alone at the top of Mount Cucket, and he's just thinking about ways.
I was going to say she wants to Mount Crumpet, but yeah.
There you go. That's better. That's cleaner.
Yeah, do you know what
the dog with the antler on his head has to watch.
He grows 3 times the size when he watches someone fuck his wife.
Honestly, I wish I wish I could tell whether or not that thing was real or just someone writing something very funny, because it's such a hilarious like relationship problem
it's
scenario.
Too specific to not be real.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
So,
right,
fucking
villains.
superhero shit.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? We've talked about it. The
Joker.
The Joker, famously bad teammate.
Right, because I feel like people try to team up with him every once in a while, and I don't think one time it's ever been good for anyone.
No, it never works. You know, I think sometimes the idea is maybe that they think they can like point him in a direction and at least keep the carnage going a certain way, but he's so kind of chaotic and so like doesn't give a shit about anyone but himself, and not even really himself. that it's like he will never keep his focus long enough. Like it'll always turn back on you. You're always going to get like blowback from whatever like horrible scheme he's doing.
Yeah, he's very on Front Street about it. He's like, I'm crazy and I'm a dick and I'll ruin everyone's life. And there's always one guy who's like, but maybe I can make it work.
Yeah.
I can
like teaming up with the Joker is like being in an open relationship where like everyone I know who's tried to do it, I'm like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, but I really want to fuck somebody else. But I really don't want that person to fuck someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. God, interesting way to think about the Joker.
Yeah.
Joker, he's your girlfriend who's hotter than you, who's going to get laid way more easily.
Oh, God. Been there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. That's the Mr. Jokes can only go so far.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who are other ones that don't play super nice together? I don't think Black Adam plays very well with others because he's got that very much like, I'm a god among men, like,
I mean, whenever
follow my decree, like, kind of shit.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really know how you pitch a team up with him. It's like, oh, well, you're God and I'm a crazy quilt. So together, we're both bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, you can control the weather and you beat up Shazam or whatever, but are you Calendar Man? Because if not, you're not bringing everything.
I bet you don't even know what day it is.
Yeah. You don't know anything about Lewis Carroll references.
Yeah, I mean, other than we talked about it before, Black Adam and Sinestro are kind of like BFFs. They're buddies. But other than that, yeah, Black Adam's probably another one that doesn't play super well with others.
Yep. Zoom.
Grodd.
Yeah.
Because Grodd has the general disdain for all humanity.
And he thinks
as
he's
like
smarter than
as like
everybody.
lesser primates, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know. Yeah, I think those are all ones that don't play well.
For sure. All right, let's leave Facebook and head on over to Twitter.
Twitter.
First question comes from the Multiverse of Marvel podcast.
How dare you?
Yeah. Who asks, why does your comic suck so much? No, they ask, how good do you think Kryptonian weed must be if Jor-El had the foresight to send a few seeds in the ship?
I had the foresight, like the planet's exploding. He's like, must save the baby, but make sure he's got some of that fucking indica.
That dang.
Wait, is that a thing that happened?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I don't read DC, so I don't know what fucking weird shit you guys have going on.
But I mean, he does send like those like, the Kryptonian crystals or whatever, the things that like grow the Fortress of Solitude.
He did send his seed there.
Okay, easy now.
Yeah.
He does send like some Kryptonian tech and like information.
Right.
I mean, maybe not specifically be like, yeah, our son's going to need this to blaze, but like he might send like, a special flower or something like that. Do we think that Kryptonian weed follows the same like yellow sun logic as Kryptonian people?
Where it gets like super fucking powerful?
Yeah, like if you're a human and you smoke Kryptonian weed, do you just die in a coma? Like,
yeah. Able to take down Joe Rogan in a single blunt.
Oh no. I mean, what if that was the one thing that gave you the like Kryptonian abilities if you smoked the weed?
Oh, you'd be like, I think I understand what they're saying. Like,
I love the idea of him sending the weed, but not as like to make sure it exists, just being like, all right, I'm putting my baby in the ship. Also hold on to this and don't tell anybody it's mine. They're not going to arrest you, dude. You're a baby. Yeah. Fucking be cool.
The fucking science council's on their way here, and I cannot be caught with this.
Yeah, this is first offense. You're fine.
Yeah. Just hiding a bunch of blow under the fucking pillow.
I like the idea that you smoke the Kryptonian weed, and then you just got Marlon Brando in your head, like, hey, it's pretty good weed, huh?
I feel like you smoke Kryptonian weed and then you're like, oh man, what if there was like a whole fucking city in a bottle, man? No, it's like fucking tiny, but like it's big if you're in there, dude.
You think it's ayahuasca, but you're actually just fucking like now lasering all of these people and like getting all these abilities.
So then for Superman, you think Superman smokes Kryptonian weed would actually get high?
No, it brings him down, and he gets human.
Yeah,
he gets real low, man.
Sorry, it makes him human. It robs him of his powers.
Yeah. I think if you smoke Kryptonian weed in Bizarro World, it gives you a job.
Yeah, you're an upstanding citizen if you smoke Kryptonian weed in Bizarro World. Yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
Let's do it.
We're leaving Twitter and we're heading on over to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram, take some questions and answer them.
All right. Thank you. We're professional.
Yeah, I give it up for Jingles.
Thank you. Yeah. We figure if we just bury the content under bullshit, you won't notice.
Oh my God.
Wow, you really did rip off Mean Boys.
Yeah. Thank you. I told you.
Mean Boys, goods. This is rad. We know we wear our influences pretty openly.
Every good podcast really boils down to trying sucks. What if our theme song ruled?
Yeah. Yeah. And how well do you know Kyle Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Ben Forrest Stewart. Lock the door real coming.
Okay, so you love those weird Finding Forrester references.
Yeah.
I saw just an image on Twitter today because people are all talking about this Mank movie with Gary Oldman.
Okay.
And it was just a picture of Sean Connery from that movie going, "You're the Mank now, dog."
I just love boiling this one guy's gigantic, important legacy down to one shitty movie.
Down to the one movie no one knows.
And then
about,
taking
so.
the line
Right.
from that no one remembers, because in the trailer, that was the one line in the trailer that made no fucking sense to me, which was, "Lock the door if you're coming in." Which makes like, what?
Like I think Sean Connery would rather be remembered for the Barbara Walters interview where he talks about hitting his wife than for Finding Forrester. Like that's how negligible a part of his history it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd rather talk about Zardoz.
Yeah.
At least that was a big swing.
It would have been a
Right.
different movie if in Finding Forrester he was wearing the Zardoz thing and he said, "Lock the door when you're coming in."
Oh, no. So Ben Forrest Stewart asks, whose rogue gallery would fare better against a different hero?
Right.
So who would you rather match someone's rogue gallery with someone
So you take
else?
like the existing, like all their villains.
Yeah.
You just put them with a different hero.
Okay.
I think Batman's villains, so many of them are just people. And so
Like, just reflections of Batman, yeah.
but they're also
Right.
like, some of them have powers, but not most of them. So
No,
like if you
they're just
gave
a
them to,
mentally ill guy with a hat. Like
you
that's
just
really what
Describe
it
that
is.
with all of them, yeah.
if you gave them to like the Flash, it'd be like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like what's Mad Hatter gonna do to the Flash, right? Because even like he can't even do real mind control things because the Flash is so fast, right? I'm trying to think of like who you could swap that would not just end in like it being too easy.
I know, because Superman's, you can't give him anywhere.
Well, a lot of Supermans are like Superman level,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You got like Zod and Cyborg Superman and Bizarro and Brainiac. You know,
I feel like you could go Superman to like Green Lantern kind of works because
Oh,
you're still
yeah.
dealing in that sort of space level kind of like cosmic power shit works.
yeah, totally. And I mean, both Mongol and Cyborg Superman have sort of served for both.
Yeah.
I think there's some like precedent for that. I think Aquaman and Wonder Woman's work too, because they both kind of come from those like the Greek mythology kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I can't wait to see Aquaman fight Egg Foo. The most racist fucking character of all time.
You love that one.
Oh yeah, that one's great.
Egg Foo fucking rules.
Yeah. She's gotten the worst fucking villains. She's got the worst rogues gallery.
She
I just want to
does.
give them to somebody else. Like give those rogues.
But
to someone.
Aquaman also, you know, I mean, he has a rogues gallery, but I think like Wonder Woman's, there's like a couple of big ones
Yeah.
and then like a bunch of like what the fucks,
Totally.
Right.
you know? So those probably work to switch them. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think that works.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next question from. I know. Just oh my god, you got to keep up, man. You got.
I'm going as fast as I can.
You can go faster.
It doesn't work for her, and it won't
Yes,
work for
sir.
me. Next question comes from Ro Reaper, who asks, "Can Black Lightning shoot lightning out of any appendage? You know, like his lightning rod?" And then in brackets, he actually wrote Pen 15. Like, Fucking, we get it.
Just write dick, you fucking nerd.
Can you make
But even in brackets, it's still pen 15. He didn't even just write penis.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
There could be another set of brackets after that.
Can you go zip zap out of his ding dong? That's what I'm really asking.
Yeah.
All right, so let's throw it over to Keith. Can Black Lightning zip zap out of his ding dong?
I really truly love that you guys know exactly where to tag me in. Because when they're asking legitimate questions about comics lore, you're like, this guy has nothing to bring to the table, and you're correct. But as soon as there's a dick involved, you're like, well, let's tag in this fucking moron.
Hey, Keith, let's throw to you with the pee-pee question.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he could shoot dick out of his lightning. Okay, new superhero, a guy who just shoots dicks.
He's made of lightning, but shoots dicks.
Yeah, he was regular lightning until he got the power of dicks.
Until that fateful night when he struck a dick factory. I mean, look here. I'll go actual comics on this. I think he can because there's evidence in Marvel of being able to have like superpowers influence your dick. Because Spider-Man fucked the lady and gave her cancer because he was radioactive.
Oh Jesus, really?
Oh, did you not know that?
That's so dark.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man storyline where he gives Mary Jane cancer because it turns out his nut has been radioactive for years because of the spider.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a very, very bad.
That's so fucked up.
It's one of the worst Spider-Man stories.
I would expect that from the X-Men, not Spider-Man.
Right.
That's so
based on that
that
logic that you could come lightning. Yeah, I know that is not friendly neighborhood activity.
No.
So that means that really, to be safe, Black Lightning needs to pair up with like Plastic Man or someone like that could ground him.
Right. Yeah. Well, theoretically, a condom would ground him because a condom is rubber. Rubber doesn't conduct electricity.
But he should not hook up with like Citizen Steel or
Aquaman would be a problem.
Aquaman would be a problem. Yeah, Mira's out. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I guess we answered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most burning questions.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, that's the end of the question period, which means it's time for everyone's favorite game.
Do you think Black Lightning has a very long refractory period because he always says lightning doesn't strike twice?
Yeah. That's just what he says when he ghosts you. That's why he won't fuck you twice.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come over again tonight? It's like, no, lightning doesn't strike twice.
No.
No, well, actually, that's how he asks for anal.
Oh, no. Look, all I'm saying
just saying.
Hey, listen, lightning doesn't strike twice.
But could move slightly south.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
You know what could use
Fucking
a little bit of
shit.
lightening up.
Oh, no.
Much like Mean Boys, now it's time to fill more content with a game.
Yay!
Hey!
Time for everyone's favorite game. Can you guess the name of the character based on how someone who does not read comic books can describe that character to us?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
catchy. Super catchy. Yeah. If you don't know this game,
it really rolls off the dick.
Yeah. If you don't know this game, basically I send a photo of a DC character to my wife who does not read or care about comic books or anything affiliated, and she sends back 4 clues describing what she sees, and we try to guess what she was talking about.
That's right.
I know who it is. The doctor and the guest do not.
So you can guess as many times as you want. I go wrong and strong. You can guess on every clue, or you can wait for more clues. It's up to you. There's no right way to play. In fact, there's mostly only wrong ways to play.
Fantastic.
Okay. First clue.
Okay.
Stole their eyewear from a tanning salon.
Okay.
Booster Gold?
No.
Mr. Freeze?
It's Mr. Freeze.
No, it's not.
Son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
He's got the little, like, round things. Yeah. Holy shit, really?
Yeah, it's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
That's why I'm the doctor, motherfucker.
Let's just talk about cum for the next 5 minutes, I guess. Yeah.
There was only one. It took you longer to say the name of the game than it did to play the game.
What were the remaining clues?
The remaining clues were overcomplicated suit but wears silver Uggs.
Okay.
Yeah. Impressive giant cloche.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yep.
What is a cloche?
It's
like a bell jar.
yeah,
Gotcha.
the glass neck. Yeah.
The head.
Nobody told them how much air conditioning technology has advanced, and those giant tubes aren't necessary. Yeah, those are the 4 clues. My wife called this Mr. Cloche.
Okay, hang on though. The premise of this game is that you show your wife a character. She doesn't know comic books. She doesn't know who the character is, so she only gives clues based on what they look like. You're saying she didn't know who Mr. Freeze was?
I'm telling you, this is what she wrote back.
Wow.
She doesn't give a shit.
But not even like Schwarzenegger? Like, chill, cool body.
The version that I sent her doesn't really look like Mr. Freeze. So,
okay.
I mean, that's fair. That's also the other problem is sometimes we send her a photo and it like completely, whatever, depending on the photo I sent her, sometimes there's stuff in that photo that's completely disconnected from the character. So it makes it way more confusing.
Yeah, really.
She's way hung up on like a guy in the background or some shit.
All of the time, she'll just be like, oh, like he's got like a cord coming up because he's like swinging on a rope. And she's like, it's a rope guy.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, it's
Slipknot, the man who can climb anything.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking worst goddamn character. Keith, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
man, this is fun.
Tell people about your podcasts and where people can find you online and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a podcast with Tom Goss called This Is Not a Show. It's on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to bullshit. I also am on a social. Oh yeah, I forgot Tom did this.
Yeah, with Gabrus.
Yeah, I know. It's inexplicably like the best guest any of us have ever been on a podcast. I was so jealous when he told me he was doing that. He's like, I have no idea who that is, but he's cool.
That's why I put them together. And
it's so funny.
It's the best episode of our podcast.
It is. It's subjectively like the funniest thing we've ever done.
Yeah, Tom. He also doesn't know anything about comic books the whole time.
Not at all.
He just kept talking about the Dark Knight the entire time.
As is his way. But yeah, and I'm on social media at Keith Tells Jokes on everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much, Keith.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, fucking good luck getting through the rest of the day, fellas.
Fuck, I still got a nugget. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got one too. Okay, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, Keith is our witness.
Chug. Or wait, nug.
We're also running into the issue of like these dips have been out for a while now too.
Yeah, that's what you want is some nice lukewarm room temp coagulated dressing. That's what's gonna get it down.
Nuggets.
Yeah, you guys picked such a bad thing to replace booze.
I don't know. Booze was fun at least. This isn't even enjoyable.
Yeah, you're just gonna have diarrhea for the rest of the day.
Richard didn't like my Richard didn't like my idea of like increasingly just hitting each other harder for each episode.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a little worse.
Okay, you can reach us on all the social media platforms. We've got a Patreon account, and we've got another podcast called Ghostfacers, where we talk about the supernatural podcast called Supernatural.
We talk about the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm fucking chicken nugget high. Chicken nugget high.
Thanks again, Keith.
Yeah, no problem, dudes.
They always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure. They are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.